Reload the Rumble. It's not working. Hyperbolic time chamber. Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? Let's go to live. Click the live button. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Riding Dirty Llama with just the nuke like boom. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I didn't even have a KBS spike, and my KBS was listed as good. And now, like, we've relaunched everything. We're back up on Twitch, obviously. Let's go to my videos. Let's close that. Let's go live. Let's go take two. Structuring that so it makes it pretty obvious. And we're good there. Structuring that so it makes it. And now the only problem is Rumble. Rumble says it has 15 people. It says we're a minute 15, and I can't get a live button to work. Up, now we're back on Rumble. Thank the Lord we've already hit our goals today. I don't even know what that one was because Streamlabs was going just fine. There wasn't a list of a dip or anything, and it disconnected all three platforms simultaneously. I have no idea what that was about. All right. So there we go. I mean, we have 45 minutes left in the program, and we're back on Twitch. Right, it's back on Twitch. It's back on all of the platforms. I just have no idea why it suddenly, like, we didn't disconnect to the point where we couldn't reconnect. The thing would have said that there was no reconnection. I'm looking in the notifications. Attempting to reconnect. We had a disconnection like 13 minutes ago, but not that far. So I have no idea what that was about. All right. We close that. We close that and grab that chat. And close that. So there we go. And pop out the chat. Put that back over there. All right. There we are. And we're back. We've made it. Yay, we're back. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it's not a bong hit, it's a bubbler. It's a little bubbler. We'll do a little tootsie. We didn't do any big pulls off of the doctor for the show goal getting met today, but we'll throw another one at this and see if we've got 45 minutes. Can this goddamn thing? You know what it is? Rosie O'Donnell killed my stream. I'm blaming Rosie for that one. It was entirely her fault. It was entirely her fault. All right, so on to something that's not political at all. A guy with really, really creepy ass fucking fingernails. Let's get over to this and find out what's going on here. A man with the world's longest fingernails. Oh, dear Lord, 8 minutes. I don't know if I can do 8 minutes of this. I might get grossed out. I'm grossed out already just looking at this. Look, I'm just saying, how do you do anything? Atomic Ray gifting a subscription over on Rumble. I'm in for a bong hit. All right, well, we'll see what we can we accommodate? Does the doctor have anything in there? Oh yeah, we still got some. The doctor's still loaded. We can still use the doctor. So we'll do that today. I'm not, and you know that, but you again want to just be a dick, then fine. His employer. No, he's not my employer. I do a thing on there, but fuck off. Confirm. It's the part that it's annoying is like they know that they don't like they talk really big and bad when there's never a consequence they'll suffer for it, especially when they know that like, oh, I'm being a bag of shit and I'm not welcome here to be a bag of shit, but I'm totally going to do it because, you know, it's not like I put my face out there. I use the name Gonzo. All right, let's do this for, who is it? Lab Glass? Yes. No. Atomic Ray. Atomic Ray gifting a subscription, and then I got to do cowbell. Thank you for supporting the program, Atomic Ray. I love you. It's like the Costco bit. Thank you for supporting the program. I love you. Maybe you'll get a 2-week vacation. I doubt it. I severely doubt it. Here's where I don't care. Cool. 2 weeks of sleeping in. Cool. 2 weeks of doing the show. Cool. As long as I'm getting paid, it's kind of all the same. All right. Here we go. Cowbell for our buddy Atomic Ray. Hey yo. Mr. Q saying about the fingernails, I can't believe they don't snap off. That's another thing too. Like, do you have to like do shit to these to make sure they don't? Because like this is dead. This is dead. These fingernails are not alive. These fingernails are dead. There's nothing providing like moisture and nutrients to them. It's just keratin. It like, you know, he don't wipe his ass. You know he don't wipe his ass. Oh, it just worries me. No, it doesn't. You wanna again trauma brag or whatever. Here. How about it? How about you come back and worry about it tomorrow? Anyways. So there we go. Johnny, I'm sure Johnny is under contract and he has his own show too. Right, like I do my, like if I don't do, like if Aaron's show isn't a thing anymore, it's not like that ends this one. I don't do this for fun and that's like a primary, like again, it's really just, he pays someone else to wipe his ass. Oh, that's one of those where like, you know that you don't need that. Like whoever you're paying, like is doing that job for you knows that you don't need that assistance. You could just, I don't know, cut your fucking fingernails.
In Vietnam's Nam Dinh province lives
Nam Dinh province? You guys aren't going to make this easy on me, are you?
a painter unlike any other.
Lives a painter unlike any other. Yeah, a fucking crazy person. Somebody deciding not to do this, not to clip their fingernails for however many years he's up to now. That is nutso behavior. That is dangerously crazy behavior. Notice he's got this one that's already broken off.
This is Lu Kong Huen, and we've travelled thousands of miles to find out if he could be the new holder of an iconic Guinness World Records.
A creepy Guinness World Record. Look at that. That's just wrong. That's not how humans were supposed to live, sir. I mean, look at those hangers on them nails, like, yikes. Yeah, it's really, really bad. After a certain length, they get nerves in the nails. Oh. She takes care. Oh, no.
Well, it's taken us days to get to this point, but
of course, this guy's the one doing it.
Traveled from London
Is he?
to Vietnam.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought.
Hanoi, and
isn't this the?
Today we're
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You looked remarkably like the fucking Scottish guy on CNN. I'm sorry, dude.
To Nam Dinh province, where we are now. Actually, this is Nam Dinh.
You're at Nam Dinh province. Did you pass something wrong?
We're going in the next half hour to the home of Mr. Huyen.
He needs the Dumb and Dumber buzzsaw treatment. It's just.
Who we believe has the world's longest fingernails on a pair of hands.
Dude, you need someone to help dress you. And again, It's not like it's a genetic condition where he couldn't cut his fingernails. Even cats and monkeys trim their fingernails. Right, Mr. Q? Even animals naturally trim. This is, again, an entire personal choice. And just deciding that everyone else will figure it out because I refuse to cut my fingernails. And it's not even awesome. It's gross. I mean, you're standing up and making a statement for being disgusting.
For a man, there's no existing record holder at the moment. The last person to hold the record was Melvin Booth of the USA, who sadly passed away. So it's a vacant category. So we're hoping today to get...
thank God. It's a vacant category. Maybe that was God speaking to us, okay? Maybe it was vacant for a reason. And that reason is, this is fucking disgusting, and you should not live this way, by choice or by force.
Category filled with Mr. Huyen's seemingly amazing fingernails. I've seen some video footage, some very bad quality of news footage, I think. So it'll be nice.
So wait, you're gonna go like measure for yourself? You're gonna make sure that they're all real? Oh. Why isn't any of the Guinness Book World Records for not being able to wipe his own ass for 19 years or whatever the hell? I mean, I feel like you could probably roll that one in. I feel like he probably would, like, if they gave like a you haven't wiped your ass in so many days, like this guy's on a technicality, this guy's winning. Like, honestly, it's grossing me out, the thought of someone else having to wipe my ass because I grew my I would have a problem with that as a person. Like, of all of the problems I have, and I have a litany of problems, like the fact that I don't need any sort of assistance device to wipe my own ass is one of the things I am continually thankful to, I guess, God? I don't know who. Whatever, the bright shiny ball in the sky. I'm thankful to the Creator, whatever you want to call it, that all the suffering I've endured. Some say that you're only given the suffering you can handle. Maybe that's true, because while I bitch and I piss and I moan and I piss my pants, while I bitch and I moan, I complain, I can't handle that, and I've never gotten there. Like, I've always been able to. If you grew your nails like that, you'd eventually catch one in a wheel. I feel like, yeah, the guy's riding a fucking scooter. He hasn't driven over his own fingernails. They don't just break off at some point. Atomic Ray Mountain will not relinquish his world record of a person not wiping his own ass. That'll be one of the other things they look for when they rate them.
To go and measure them properly, to get them filmed, get some nice photographs for the Guinness World Records book. Yes, it's an exciting day. I'm here with Charlie, who's filming this. Charlie is the amazing talent scout at Guinness World Records who found Mr. Huyen somehow. I don't know how she does it.
How she does it? I think she has the world's worst job. If you're telling me that her job is to go and hunt down, like, people to occupy these records, so she just scours the world looking for people who have, let's face it, really fucked up personal hygiene ideas. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, it transcends race, it transcends religion, it transcends species. Like we said here before, animals trim their fucking fingernails. Cats trim their claws. Monkeys trim their fingernails. Nobody lets this get bad and just goes, you know what, let's just keep going. Longest toenails got to be the worst. Ugh. I'm going to puke just thinking about it. Blech. 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 Fuck you. Blech. Fuck you. I really need to get that sound.
But we've made contact and we're going to go and say hi now. Good morning.
Contact. I wouldn't touch him. Honestly, I wouldn't touch him. He, like, no offense, he hasn't washed his hands. Somebody else washed his hands. And honestly, it looks like maybe he was painting earlier. It looks like he just literally hasn't washed his hands.
I don't know what do we do?
I certainly wouldn't, sir. I wouldn't volunteer to shake his hands. He looks like he can't raise them up over waist level because of the weight. because of the weight of his fingernails. He can't get them up over waist level. That's up. That is really messed up. Imagine, Mr. Q, you're not helping.
Measuring Mr. Huen's nails was no easy feat. We had to run a piece of string around every twist and turn.
I'm not feeling any better about us as a world. You know what? F it. Can that asteroid, 3i Atlas, can that just be aliens? Can they just come in here and deal with it and we just be done? I would love it if that were a thing. Los Federales. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? We've discovered a man in some Asian country that is both a painter and someone who thought, you know what? I'll just never clip my fingernails again.
On each nail, marking the length, then comparing this against the tape measure. His longest nail, his left thumb alone, measures 127.5 centimeters. That's
fucked up. That's fucked up. Okay? First world problems in a third world country, says Riding Dirty Llama.
4 feet 2 inches. But
yeah,
this
his thumbnail is 4 feet 2 inches.
record, of course, is for the total length of fingernails on both hands combined.
Again, why? Why? I think we care way too much. Like, we as a society should point at this person and go, that's up. Like, we should not be okay with this. And all in total, the dude's fingernails measure up to 19 feet 6 inches long. So he's got damn near 20 feet of fingernails. Okay, dude, why? Los Federales, how does he wipe his ass or finger blast a woman? Well, on the second one, no idea. Terrified to think of it. On the first one, his wife apparently takes care of his day-to-day needs. Psycho Sniper, you have no idea what the way the chat's been today. Why that joke is hilarious. You have no idea of the people that have been talking today. Why that joke is hilarious. You know what? I bet there's somebody you could ask that could give you. Like I said, the coincidences of today are hilarious. Like the title I chose for the show, not knowing, and now this, like, just fucking hilarious. Look up the old record and picture of it. I remember seeing that in the Guinness Book of World Records when I was younger. The old picture and record of what? The other guy? He shall be cast as the Indian Wolverine. I dub thee Wolversing. Look, guys, I know we're trying to branch out the X-Men and really kind of bring in diversity to make the audience feel more involved and be more inclusive. But I really got to feel like the Indian Wolverine pitch. It sounded all right on paper. I mean, in a way, it was kind of the character that it's kind of his brother's character in a sense. So actually, yeah, why would we even go with Wolverine? Wouldn't we just change change Sabretooth to an Indian? Sabretooth is an Indian. Now we'll just have him do it. And there you could do like we could do Singtooth as a. Just think of it though. I mean, like, you'd need swimmer's lungs to take the whole. But that's the thing, your fingernail is never meant for a line. Okay? Charlie Sheen and Tony Montana couldn't handle his fingernails. Right. The celebration thing was about stories we were doing earlier in the show. Again, why would we be celebrating that? I didn't even know about that. That is something I don't even care or know about. Like, I wait to hear about that when it's like directly how it affects me, because I wash my hands of that stuff. I have no control over them shits. So, yeah. Here's what I'll say. The fact that so many of you are celebrating it is, I won't say sad, but the fact that you think you need to come here to celebrate it, that's the sad part. Like, if you enjoy that, cool. You're taking pride in someone's downfall. Okay. Not judging that at all, but like the knowing, because like, oh, this is not the place to do it. Seems weird. Seems like a weird choice. That makes perfect sense. You're a good egg. Well, thank you, Valley. Thank you. Sorry if my comments felt pointed at you, that it's a collection of reciting what I've done through the day, because I've kind of had to keep broaching the subject repeatedly throughout the day. It's annoying. And apparently the guy was a great painter. I wouldn't hire him. Dude, I don't think the guy's a great painter. What kind of refined brush strokes are you getting from 20 feet of fingernail? Oh, yeah, I'm sure this guy's an impressionist like you wouldn't believe. Look, I'm just saying his fingernails are so fucking long, he's got paint drips on them. I don't like this wholesome music. We should be playing this with music that adequately gives us the sense of creepiness that this is. This dude has, and again, not by some weird condition, not by some fluke accident, not because he's been in a coma unattended for decades. No, just woke up one day and went, that whole fingernail clipping shit. I'm going to go beyond that. I'm going to go the other way. Everybody else has tried keeping your fingernails clipped to a reasonable length. I'm going to try growing them to the point where I look like a fucking horror villain.
We even measured 2 broken pieces of nail we spotted on display in Mr. Huen's living room. These, of course.
So you're keeping pieces of your body around. You're just. Do you hold on to your turds when you're done with those too, or did you, like, yeah, Peggy, bro, I'm right there with you. Good God, I bet those fingernails would leave crazy scratch marks during sex. Dude, no. So gross. Does he have anyone that loves him to stop him? No. He has a lady that loves him enough to apparently wipe his dumper, but doesn't love him enough to go, this is really kind of fucked up and you should stop. Brian, stop. Wow. Dear Lord, Brian. Or who? Well, I mean, I just don't know that I want that on the, like, wow, man. Wow, the stream is on, like, the chat is on the screen, sir. I mean, this is not a kid show, but damn, like, if this chat wasn't on the screen, honestly, I'd give less than 2 shits. I kind of wanted to take the chat off the screen today anyway, because I knew right when I launched my show and I had the title I had, I've gotten my fair share of back punchers, says Brian DeScience. Look, we've all had our claw marks, all right? I don't mean to brag, but I have some that are still there, kind of deal. But that's worse than Edward Scissorhands. Dude, that's worse than Edward Scissorhands, because, like, Edward Scissorhands was like some sort of weird malformed experiment. Like, he had scissor hands. It wasn't his fault. Like, he was born that way and it was up. This guy, again, it's the fact that it's choice. It's the fact that he volunteered for this treatment that scares the ever-loving piss out of me.
Not counting towards the final total. But why did he grow his nails to this record-breaking length in the first place?
I can give you an answer for that. Because he's got mental problems. Nobody who does this does it for a sane and rational reason. Medical science is not advanced. We won't learn anything. In fact, all we're finding out is that a lot of us have a gag reflex that's more sensitive than we realized.
Wen told us that growing up, he was hoping to follow in his father's footsteps and become a shaman, and he believed that growing his fingernails would make him more powerful and effective in this rather magical role. But he was also a keen artist, and ended up taking his father's advice to focus on this career instead.
Lots of people tell me to trim them. Yeah, that'd be wise.
Bảo tôi cắt đi, tôi bảo tôi đã để thì lại cắt đi.
But I say I've already grown these fingernails, so if they trim them, what was the point of growing them at first? Dude, I know you want to hocus pocus doing. Wow, he's got crazy cotton candy sticks. Dude, like, what was the point of growing them first? I don't know. I guess you had to work through some shit. Like, so what? You want to be dead and buried with your fingernails? Like, God, this is so wrong. He did it for art, Johnny. Damn, artists are mostly nasty. I suppose, well, I will say, Mr. Q, this is a step above cutting your ear off.
Thì để làm gì? Cho nên tôi vẫn quyết định là tôi cứ để thì nó cứ vậy nó dài thôi.
So I've decided to just keep letting them grow, and they just keep getting longer. Yeah, fingernails do that when you let them grow, and you keep letting them grow. They do just keep getting longer.
Đâu người nào tôi làm là cũng thích đứng bá vai bá cổ để chụp ngay. Chứ họ cũng không phản ứng gì. Họ thích, họ bảo này nghe.
Psycho, I'm really glad I haven't eaten recently. Imagine Grandpa coming by with his 9-foot fingernails, handing out cotton candy to the kids till they realize it's been made on his fucking nails. Dude, I don't think he hands people a lot of anything. Like, this is the part that makes no sense. Like, other than when he's painting, and he's doing, like, no offense, he's tard painting. Like, he's got a great technique here, but he's tard painting. He doesn't have full motion of his hands, and why would he? He can't do anything other than this. He can't curl, he can't pinch, he can't grip, because, again, flipper hands, because he's growing his fingernails like goddamn fucking, I don't know what you would call them, like vines. Oh, it's disgusting.
Móng tay dài mà sao ông vẽ giỏi vậy mà.
Psycho, I figured it out. He's got listeria nails.
Ông vẽ nhanh vậy.
By the time he began painting, he was already committed to cultivating his long nails, and he still believes that breaking or trimming his nails will make him ill.
Thì tôi cũng không có cái cách gì mà.
I don't have any tips. You shouldn't have tips. This isn't, you're not a role model.
Giữ quan trọng nhất là không giữ.
Most importantly, try to protect them. I mean, I feel like manage your fingernails at a reasonable length. Some ladies like growing them out. There is an advantage to having fingernails grow out a little bit longer. It is a fashion statement and everything else, fine. But I feel like you can have perfectly healthy fingernails without them being 20 feet long.
Đến đống đông ấy, nào mình phải tránh. Cái thứ hai nữa là nếu mưa.
He thinks he's Fingernail Samson, says Wild Saffron. Yeah, he does. He really does think he's Fingernail Samson. Well, if he angled the nail just right and twisted his hand left and right. Riding Dirty Llama, stop typing things in the Rumble chat. Oh, God. Should have been fucking committed. Your poor wife. If it rains, I have to keep them dry. If they get wet, they will soften up and fall right off. Do you think that might be a sign? If they will soften up to the point where they will fall off? Like, so wait a minute. I had come to terms with the fact that this man wasn't wiping his own ass. You're telling me you can't truly bathe or wash your hands lest your fingernails get too wet and fall off? He's painting flowers on a dirt floor sack, art to improve the aesthetic of the village. Again, I just feel like this is nutso behavior. There's so much more you could do with your life. Dude can't jerk it. He'd put lotion on the hands and his nails would instantly absorb it. Yeah, dude, I feel like just if he rubbed one out in general, if the jizz got on there, if they get wet, they will soften up and fall right off. That again, if your hands are water soluble, that might be a sign. In a crowded place, if someone bumps into them, they'll be broken for sure. Yeah, probably a sign. So I have to protect them. Or, hear me out, buddy. Don't. Honestly, with my long fingernails, people keep telling my wife to make me trim them. And she keeps going, no, then he'll touch me.
Ông nuôi thôi rắc rối ra nhưng mà
Why bother with all
tôi
that
đã để
maintenance?
rồi thì cái
But
nghề của tôi để
this
rồi,
is
mà
my
ai thì
choice.
phải nhiệt tình.
I choose to keep them. Yes, but why does she have to wipe your ass? Why did, again, you choose to keep them. She said, till death do us part, not till death do you get a manicure. His nails are the birthplace of COVID. Oh, we finally found. Ew, the jizz would dry and make them even more crusty. Oh. Psycho, don't make it worse. I want to be excited. I'm going to eat ramen today, and I'm going to have chopsticks like I'm like a real adult, and I stand a legit chance of not just abandoning the effort and going to the fork immediately. And it's been like a year, okay? It's been like a year at least since I've used chopsticks to eat ramen. And I know that this doesn't mean jack shit to any of you people, but it means a lot to me. Don't ruin it. Don't you fucking ruin this for me. Just think you could be using his nails as your chopstick. No, you can't, because they're spirally. 1 and 2, that's gross. It's gross, sir. That is gross. I know, llama, horrifying picture, but it's reality. The reason I don't go to Walmart or the state fair. What? That bidet sounds scary. I shit twice in the morning when I wake up. After I eat, I'm golden for the day, and I shower after work ski. He's painting flowers in Dorsac. Hey. Oh, dude, I don't want to know. Don't want to know. Imagine how dry his skin is and how cracked his heels are. Yeah, dude, I feel like Aaron would have a field day watching that dude get his heels taken care of. People are horrible. I'm having side pork for dinner tonight, debating to have it with pork ramen, says King Kong Dog. I'll be honest, man. Ramen's an awful fun dish. I like getting fancy, making egg drop ramen. I don't have the extra eggs for that today, though, I think. I only have 2 left, and I wanted to make more waffles. So, yeah, I'm going to have to... I always add vegetables and, like, a meat and stuff. Spinach, if I have it, kind of deal to my ramen. So, I'm doing probably chicken ramen, and we'll just add some meat and veggies. LOL, toxic Rumble. Rumble's not toxic. It's disgusting. Just gross.
Phục vụ là mình để được. Chứ như người khác mà
She
bà
helps
không
me
nhiệt
a
tình, bà
lot.
phục vụ
Without
thì
someone as supportive as my wife helping me,
cũng chẳng để được.
I could never maintain them as well. So then you're saying that she's partially to blame for this horrible situation and series of events. It's her fault too. It's her fault too. Little fingernail jam my ad to... It's gross. That's just gross, Psycho. Don't make me take you off the screen. I will hide the chat again, sir. I have that authority. We have 15 minutes left. That's halfway through this video. We still have 4 minutes of watching this dude get through his life with fingernails that are disgustingly long. And he won the record, for those of you that care. Here's his big celebration here. He won the record.
That's 19 foot 6 inches, about the same height as a giraffe at full stretch.
As a giraffe at full stretch. Yeah, again, as you talk about the monumentous length of his fingernails, you keep mentioning it like it's some sort of achievement. This is a disgusting sign of people having problems. That's old long nail Nelson. Rusty Graham with $2. God bless you for not playing. Oh yeah, fucking heel videos are gross, dude. I'm not playing heel videos. Definitely not up on those. Bah, little great dude. No, dude, that's not helping. It's not helping at all. So I roll in my sleep. How does he not break them sleeping? I'm guessing he has his hands like tied down or something. He rolls over too fast in his sleep and just pimp hand slaps his wife with his nails. It's like a cat of nine tails just hitting her in the ass. She's screaming in pain. Looking like something out of a Passion for the Christ movie. He shakes his hand when he hands him the trophy and snaps half of them off. Yeah, dude, he could barely hold the trophy. The trophy was just a sign. Reminds me of curly fries. I get it. Yeah, they did have that shape, and it's that's disturbing but not surprising. Imagine waking up with Freddy Krueger claw marks on your face, and it's because your husband's coke nails. I mean, I feel like he's doing a lot. Those nails had a lot of room for a lot of people. That's like community coke nail is what that is, if we're honest. Vietnamese, man. I honestly, I don't know why they're that way, but they are. And it's strange. All right, so we're going for what? Like another 10, 15 minutes. Let's go grab, what is it? Our third hour stories. We haven't even grabbed our third hour stories. Jesus. So let's see. We need something to last for a little bit. LA Comic-Con is going to have AI Stan Lee. I might want to go to the video of that, though. Oh, yeah, we got a carnival ride not doing well. We've got the Ohio Department of Transportation talking about bad drivers in Ohio, so we might do those two. Dog owner accused of holding a driver at gunpoint, forcing him to dig a grave after hitting dog with a car. I don't think I'm going to surprise people with whose side I might be on with that. All right, let's go to this. Oh, no, hold on. I assumed you were going to give me an ad first, you bastard. All right, so this is in California. This is a carnival ride at a school event. A carnival ride at a school event. If you've never heard of it, it's called the Zipper. Usually most places that I've heard of it. It's just rotating basket. Oh, that's where it started. It broke and immediately landed on there. Nobody was hurt. Oh, shit. It's not even going over here. Fuck. I had it on the wrong screen. I was so obsessed with getting it queued. What's the admission price to see AI Stan Lee? $400 a person? Kind of. I like Comic-Con was last weekend. It's already over. LA Comic-Con was last weekend. I just had the AI Stan Lee thing. Then I know to drop that story. Thanks for that information. So my fat ass don't do carnival rides. This was in California. It's in California. So, it just breaks. It crumples and it folds. You switched me over to another story I don't even want to do. So when was this? This story was put out yesterday. LA Comic-Con hosts AI Stan Lee hologram. AI Stan Lee hologram will be placed at LA Comic-Con to speak to guests. Do we have a video of it? First look at Stan Lee hologram.
To join you at the 2025 Los Angeles Comic-Con. For decades, I had the thrill of spinning yarns about heroes and villains in that mighty Marvel manner.
All right. I'm creeped the fuck out. $20 for 3 minutes. Ugh. That's, Jackie laugh. Why would Jackie laugh? Dude, I don't like AI Stan Lee. Man, I don't know how I feel about that. Profiting off the guy's death. Just let him rest in peace. Yeah, I feel like hasn't he shilled hard enough for the company?
But the real
now he's literally in a box.
Heroes have always been you, the fans, whose excitement kept those stories alive. The world may be a little nutty now and then, then.
Oh, the world may be a little nutty. Like, you mean the guy that's an AI talking in a box like he looks like a human-sized action figure? Yeah, no, not nutty at all. I mean, I can't believe I'm going from, 20-foot fingernails to this. And I'm actually like, you know what? Let's go back to just when the world was just crazy with fingernail guy. NBC and YouTube TV suspended their contract. Fucking YouTube sucks. Suspended what contract? Yeah, we can't see. Sorry about that. I forgot that AMD, the machine, is promoted by a lady. You just get to ask the lady questions, and she asked Stan Lee. It was lame. Oh. Okay. Suspended their contract. Fucking YouTube sucks. They have a person A. They have a person A? What are we on? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Their streaming contracts, so I don't get my football. Oh God, I was trying to figure out okay, so wait a minute, contracts are suspended. What's going on? And now I didn't. Whew. Talk about really just fucking all over the place today. Now I can't keep personal AI pod thing. Oh, they have personal AI. Oh, sorry, my phone's my fat thumb. It's completely understandable. We got 8 minutes left. It's been a day. We've made a healthy little chunk into tomorrow, and we're looking at being over halfway through tomorrow's goal. So we're happy to have you, but we're probably wrapping it up here. I gotta hang out with my daughter, and I gotta make some ramen. And get ready for raid tonight. I'm very excited to get back to raiding with my hand feelings. Again, dude, I know that nobody understands what I mean by this. This was a difficult feat to achieve before. Getting my hands to stay relatively flat and level for any period of time, was a difficult feat. They wanted to do this all the time. They just wanted to do it. It's what they want. They wanted to curl. And I'm getting the ability to fight it. And holding my hands completely out straight. It's not as easy as it used to be, but I got exercises and rubber bands. I'm very excited for this. Day 2 of ivermectin. Very excited. It seems like it's going well. Gotta go stretch them bony ass fingers before raid. Yeah, I gotta stretch my fingers. I gotta hang out with my kiddo and hear how her day has been. Then I gotta make my dinner, and then I gotta raid. So I gotta do a lot of things. King Kong RP, no one cares. What? Anyone else shocked? No, not really. Correct. They talk about him and do a bunch of bullshit right before he died. Give her a big hug from all your fans. Well, thank you, Bishop. I will. No one worry. No worries, got off work, and you were still live. So I popped in. So the ivermectin is helping. Good shit. Dude, the ivermectin is helping. I'm going to have to clip yesterday's time that I talked about it at the end of the show, and then the beginning, taking it. And I'm going to have to start doing a weekly diary thing. I'm going to have to, does it seem all right, let me ask you this question. If I keep taking this ivermectin and I start doing really, really well, I have an obligation to tell people, right? A lot of people deal with MS and maybe they don't subscribe left or right to the whole ivermectin thing because of COVID or whatever. And maybe they don't pick a field and they just wouldn't do it because they're well, yeah, sure, a study. But I feel I really got to be telling people, screaming from the rooftops, hey, I started popping these pills and look what happened. Brian the Science placebo. Ooh, yeah, that's right. What if it is a placebo? Gaining that strength, gonna make a Rocky montage out of yet? I don't think so. I was told that MS is the result of parasitic infection. Medical is keeping it a secret so they can make more money. I would believe that. I got to read this from Labglass with another $20 over on Rumble. Let me say thank you, Rusty Grammar and Labglass. Did I ever do the cowbell for Atomic Ray's gifted membership? I don't remember. Listen here, Saint Caesar. You leave my butt stuff alone before I fly over there and dance you on my lap like a marionette. That sounds involved. Nah, keep that shit to yourself. You don't want Big Pharma knowing, or they'll silence you. That is one I worry about. Yes, you become a champion for your fellow MSers. I kind of feel like I do. I kind of feel like I gotta tell people, like, hey, if you're like me and you've been down the rabbit hole of every other medication, like literally every other medication, and you're tired and you're tired of hearing, try this new one. It's only really, really risky or dangerous for X, Y, and Z. Well, I'm here to tell you, seems like ivermectin's doing the trick. I mean, we've got to give it a couple more weeks before we decide whether or not we're going to start like publicizing the vlog, but we got to start putting the vlog thing together. I mean, it's better to start right from the beginning. We've already got the clips recorded yesterday and today. Just have to add our own this weekend. It sounds like it'll be awesome. All right, I got to get to something else. Let's do this one. We got a news story out of Ohio. Hey guys, if you thought you had bad drivers, I didn't realize this. This is the way they are in Ohio.
Drivers in Ohio are still making some dangerous moves behind the wheel.
And they're deciding to get to their exits at the very last second. NBC4's Eric Halperin shows us it has been happening here in central Ohio and in other parts of the state, too.
The Ohio Department of Transportation says there is no excuse for this kind of driving. If you're close to missing your exit, ODOT is urging you to just take the next one. It'll be safer for you and everyone around you. Dangerous behavior on Ohio interstates.
There's no excuse for putting people in harm's way just so you can avoid maybe a 2 or 3 minute detour.
Just this month, a truck carrying watermelons came to a sudden stop on a highway in the Cincinnati area. The reason? A car slowed down and crossed several lanes of traffic to get to an exit they were about to pass.
A split second would have made a difference. If that truck driver
All right, I got some questions. I want to know who's driving that car. Who, like, no offense, dude. Your exits, if you're coming up on the exit.
Just this month, the truck.
Like, if you're coming up on an exit right here, like, that's your exit. You shouldn't have been over in this lane. You should have been over here a long time ago. And you're going to.
Truck carrying watermelons came to a sudden stop on a
The truck was carrying watermelons. The car was carrying Mexicans.
Highway in the Cincinnati area. The reason? A car slowed down and crossed several lanes.
I am so amazed there isn't one serious collision.
Traffic to get to an exit they were about to pass.
a split second would have made a difference. If that truck driver's attention was on something not the road ahead.
Nah, Asian girl, that exit. Good luck, everybody else. I mean, maybe. Damn it, all those ridiculous.
It would have been very, very differently.
Watermelons ended up all over the road,
sure.
but ODOT's Matt Bruning says, luckily, no one crashed.
So there are a lot of lessons that we can learn from looking at some of these incidents.
It's not the first time in recent months ODOT has been reminding drivers not to make moves like this. In May, a driver in Columbus stopped in the shoulder, then moved over 3 lanes of traffic to make an exit.
I'm sorry. That's a special kind of tard. That's a, like, no offense. Some people, and I've realized this, I've driven, I've been everywhere, man. No, like, I've driven around quite a bit for comedy and DJ stuff. Some people are not built to drive on beltways, and some people get way too neurotic, and it's like their exit is a life or death thing, and if they miss it, they can't possibly turn around. Like, nobody understands the whole premise of, I don't know, you could just hook on this and time to end the show, buddy. Thanks for another great stream. So it's like, I guess I'm going too long. You know, and well, I think we got the gist. Drivers in Ohio suck. I mean, what else would we do? So you know what? We made our goal. Lab Glass and others contributing to the show. Thank you so much. We're going to be probably, I'm guesstimating right now. But I think we're mostly knocked out for tomorrow already, so that's great. Our girl Digger may be here tomorrow. I'll check with her on that, if she'll be broadcasting live on location from tomorrow. May not be. And feel free to catch up with ivermectin update for day 3. Should be a good time. I'm going to get out of here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Privilege and a pleasure. Grateful I get to do this, and glad we're keeping the streak alive. Take care of your beautiful selves. Where's the button?
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over.